Hi, I'm Randy Powers, and I'm going to do my informative speech on the Green Bay Packers. There's nothing like sitting down with your family on a Sunday night and looking forward to Sunday Night Football. There's finger foods, there's soda, the whole shebang. Well, when I sit down on Sunday nights, I look forward to watching the Green Bay Packers. According to Dave Zirin of the New Yorker, there are 360,584 shareholders of the Green Bay Packers, making them the only NFL team that is publicly owned. So today I'll tell you why the Green Bay Packers football team and its franchise. First, I want to talk to you about how the Green Bay franchise is run, and then I want to talk to you about the community and how they react to the franchise. Zirin states that in the early 1920s, the Green Bay Packers have been publicly owned. He also states that in the 20s, there was a serious money issue with the NFL football team and how they were all going bankrupt. So the Green Bay Packers, that have so much pride in their football team and their fans, sent them into a frenzy, and they wanted to figure out a way that they could save their favorite football team. So they came up with an idea, and they started brainstorming that they could sell the shares of the Packers to the community in hopes that it would save the Green Bay Packers, and it worked, which is why there are now 584 shareholders. So there's no specific owner of the Green Bay Packers. This means that the executive committee for the Green Bay Packers that goes to the NFL meetings is made up of 7 NFL executives of the Green Bay Packers that is voted in by the community. Wall Street journalist Laura Sanders talks about the Packers and how the owners of the Packers don't receive any type of compensation. They don't get any free tickets. They don't get a paycheck. All they get is this really cool certificate that says that they're a part owner of the Green Bay Packers. And for any fan of the Green Bay Packers, that's a huge deal for them because they have so much pride in their team. And so that's really cool. Also, according to Ellen Heffer, the entire franchise only has about 185 full-time employees and 400 part-time employees. And that seems like such a small amount to run such a big organization. The franchise is huge. Everyone knows who the Packers are. So that's such a small thing, a small amount of people for them to run a business. So now that I've talked to you about the dynamics of the shareholders, I'm going to talk to you about the bond between the community and the team. There's a really strong relationship that exists between the Green Bay Packers and their community. They love the community. The Green Bay Packers players love the fans. They love everyone. The community loves all the Packers. So there's a tradition that started in 1969 where the Green Bay Packers would go before every morning of training camp, spring training camp, getting ready for the next season, would go with the community and they would play with the kids, ride bikes, interact with the community, creating a strong bond with the community, which is why the Green Bay Packers have such a solid fan foundation. So after that, then the Green Bay Packers would ride their bikes with the community and the kids and whoever wanted to from Town Square to the field, to Lambeau Field, and then that's how they would start every day of training camp. The bond for the team is really amazing. As I said earlier, like they want to create a strong bond. They want to have a solid fan base. So another cool thing that the community does for the Green Bay Packers is that they all of their concession stands at Lambeau Field are run by community members volunteering their time for the game and for the Packers, and they just want to help out because they are publicly owned, community-owned business. So they help out with the concession stand, and that just goes to prove that in the last 2 decades that there's only been sold-out games for Lambeau Field because the community fan base is so strong. So that just highlights the fact that they love their community, the community loves them. So now that I've talked to you about the love for the fans and the community, I want to talk to you about how the Packers are the only nonprofit football team in the NFL industry. Green Bay is the only nonprofit football team in the business, which is really unique, especially when everyone is really just concerned about money and seeing where they can get in life because of money. And to know that Green Bay is the only team that isn't worried about that is really awesome. Spofford states that there is a charity in Green Bay that if Green Bay suddenly just had to disappear and the football organization wasn't there anymore, that all of the proceeds and the money that they have would go to charities in Green Bay. And another cool thing is that 60% of the proceeds at concession stands go to charities because they just love the community and they want to create a strong bond. So that's really cool. So next time you sit down for Sunday Night Football, keep in mind that the Packers are fan-owned, that they care about the community, that they're the only nonprofit football team in the business, and that should just really highlight why Green Bay is just a really great team, and that just gives you a little bit more information